What's happening, people? Population Nation here, and I am going to give you my view about the writers' strike, and now obviously the actors' strike that's going on. So, what does this mean? How is this going to affect us, people who like watching TV and going to the cinema? What does this actually mean for the future of our entertainment when it comes to the screen? Well, me personally, honestly, I think this is the perfect opportunity, one opportunity that I have taken myself to go up and discover other things to watch, old things, or maybe not even that old, but stuff that either I watched a long time ago and simply forgot about or can't remember exactly, or things that I was recommended or heard about and just either forgot or just never got round to it, or to go and try and find stuff or um, you know, ask people or see other YouTubers and see, if they have stuff to recommend or whatnot. Um, Obviously, you want to speak to people or, watch YouTubers or whatever that are sort of like-minded, people who are sort of, you, you know what I mean. You follow a certain person because you're on the same sort of level, you're into the same things. But it's also nice to try new things as well. And I actually started this before the writers' strike. I went back and watched the original Battlestar Galactica series, and I absolutely loved it. And I was also amazed that when that was made, I think it was early 80s, it might have been late 70s. Um, anyway, and the I was amazed that, we hear so much now about diversity and inclusion, and yet that, from what time ago, a, a diverse cast. And he wasn't made no big issue of at the time. Um, and there's also a bit in it where the male pilots are ill and out of action, and so a load of women volunteer to be trained as fighter pilots, and they get trained, and they do a good job. A few of them get killed. I know it's sad, but and I was like, wow, you'd never see that now with this horrible new Hollywood writing. Just girl boss and better, and it was just nice to see everyone sort of being in the same boat, which sort of led quite a, even though it was set in space and in the future, but quite realistic, and it made me really appreciate it much more. I also started watching Foundation, which I don't know if you heard of the guy, Isaac Asimov, the guy who invented the three rules for robotics. Um, that was a show come out a few years ago. Absolutely brilliant. I've only got to about episode 5, but um, I think something for real science fiction fans. If you haven't read the books, which I haven't, but I have read a lot of his other books, well, absolutely enjoying it. Trying to think now. Oh yeah, watched Big Trouble in Little China the other night, and with the kids, we watched Labyrinth, with David Bowie. Couple of things, this is a great opportunity to go back, find well, old things or whatever, and try new things from different genres. And like I say, while the strike's going on, I actually do think it's a good thing that people can go back and see just how good movies and TV series used to be, especially in the fantasy and science fiction department. The, I mean, some of the original Star Trek, not everyone's cup of tea, I know, but quite a lot of thought went into that. With the moral dilemmas and whatnot, and even with TNG. Um, and it's just, we don't get this now. Um, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Uh, I was mesmerised with that film, especially the first hour of it. Uh, Amazing, and you just don't get that anymore. Krull, another one of my favourites, An Enemy Mine. Planet of the Apes. Um, there's many there. And these youngsters nowadays. I mean, obviously, a lot of them are into TikTok and whatnot. You've got TV on demand, and it's really gone. It's really gone terrible. Um, the people in charge and the writers. I mean, Amazon's The Rings of Power. How they could spend so much money and have that name behind them and make such utter boring nonsense. Um, She-Hulk, the pointless. They teach bad morals, all the activism in it, and all this nonsense that we don't need. It's all very generic, race swapping, race baiting, gender bending, and so that once now and again, here and there, but constantly, it's just constant trash. So, my opinion of these strikes is it's a good time, like I say, for people to go back and watch some of the good stuff we used to get, what used to get made, and pass it on to our children and, you know, let them experience this good stuff and steer them away from the mind numbing rubbish that, well, let's face it, some like the modern Star Wars, Disney Star Wars, the original Star Wars fans, the older fans, hate it, or at best, really don't like it and have just got bored and gone off it. And the younger generation equally aren't interested. From my experience anyway, they really aren't. It's only because of um, because it's such a big name and whatnot that it actually draws any attention whatsoever. Um, And we all know about Indiana Jones. Yeah, there's terrible writing, there's messaging, there's agenda stuff. It's more than run its course. And the strike, obviously, um, it's not going to solve the problem, but at least people are now going to go back and discover what stuff used to be like, and hopefully some new people will also, watch it and think, oh, that was actually quite good. I would like it to see a bit more of this. Uh, Instead of simply just going along with this sort of woke ride that we've been on. Um, yeah, just it's not hard to go and find good stuff. You know, there's plenty of lists out there. Plenty of people you could ask. Plenty of YouTubers out there that all remember the good old days. So that's my opinion. I think this will be a good thing, and hopefully, if anything, it might just bring back some interest in writing good, original, fun films and TV series, and uh, spark a new generation of love for the medium. Anyway, people, thank you very much for listening. I'd like if you subscribe, made my day. Yeah, hit that bell ding dong, and see you on the next one. Thank you very much.